Hello there, how you doing? It's been a while. Thank you for the views and music. Love your work. Thank you very much. How y'all doing right here today? It's morning for me. What time is it for you? I imagine it's probably evening for most of you. Hello, Anal. Can't believe I just said that. No. It's been a while. It's honestly been about 3 months since I've played this keyboard. It's a shame. It was weak sauce. What you talking about? I think many people enjoyed the deep philosophical discussions that went on with that call. 6 p.m. Pacific Coast. Bro's a reference. You know what? Part 23 wasn't that great. There's a reference. Couldn't get it. Do you know how to play Moonlight Sonata? It's not telecast. Yeah, bye. Moonlight Sonata is that. No, I can't play it. That's Moonlight Sonata, right? That's exactly Moonlight Sonata. I love Mario. There was a song that I kind of demoed a while back. I recorded a demo of it, and I was planning on featuring this on this new album, and Vienna, which is coming out next week, and it was like this, all this sort of shit, and I can't remember how to play it now, which is a shame. Oh, it's this one, right? No, it's There we go. That's it. No. Here. If we were to make an estimate, how many videos are we away from the tranny saga? I'm overwhelmed with all the new info on Twitter. About, I don't know, about, let's just say we're, modern day Chris, probably going to be reaching about part 50, I'm going to say. That's okay, Joe. You should play a patch with more sustain. You know what has a great, and I mean great sustain, American Fender Telecaster. You can hold a note for a week with this baby. Oh, that's a reference to a previous stream where I kind of went a bit crazy with my hatred of Telecasters. No offense, but dear God, fork Telecasters. I mean, they sound great, but they just look ugly. Daniel! Leave it every awesome right now. I gotta go back to my job. Thank you very much. I'm really touched. Goddamn. Oh, sorry. I'll let the sustain off. Damn. Hope you have a good day at work. What you working at? I wish I had a job. I'm still looking. I've been looking for too long. But I got a few interviews lined up this week, I think, so. Ah, shit. Did this. Ah, can't see the keys. I wish I was more like you. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 ba-da-boom. I don't have a sax. Sorry. That was my lovely horse from the show Father Ted. But the one before that was I wish I was more like you. That's a little idea that I have for an album that I haven't released yet. It's called the album is going to be called Hysterectomy. So watch out for that when it comes out in about 5 years, maybe. I don't know. Actually, that's a pretty good question. Where's my pocket sax? Because I have a pocket sax somewhere here. Can I hook you up with a really good sax VST? You can do that. Sure thing. I actually have an expression pedal, so I think that will work. I tried, acquiring some sax VSTs, but they all didn't work because they required an expression pedal to control the breathing parameters of the VST. It was that precise. So I have an expression pedal now, so that should probably work. So if you could hit me up, that would be great. Thank you. Going through a really tough time, but your videos are helping me distract myself and get through it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Caspidin. Hope you get through it. I'm glad I'm helping. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Well, the song that I'm playing now is a little bit off my future album. That's going to be released in about 8 days. So I don't know how you might have heard it, but I might have borrowed it subconsciously from somewhere. If I was gonna make modern music, this is what it's gonna sound like. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing okay. That's so depressing. Sounds so modern. You stink. Thank you. Thought you were about to play the Invisible Star with Mario. I don't know. I don't think I know that one. Where'd you get your inspirations when you're writing your music? Well, the way I write music or albums, I've kind of got into this habit of devoting a single theme or topic or style to an album. So when I'm writing songs for that album, I'm exploring themes and instrumentation limitations for that album, and that kind of. I think Bowie also did some sort of similar thing where he would limit the instrumentation that he would use, and using those limitations that would allow for and a creative process. You know, you get inspirations and you get really creative when you're limited by the resources that you use. So thank you for the yes reviews, dude. They're massively done. Hey, thank you. Next one's coming up really soon. Promise me. I mean, I promise. Would you try rock opera? I haven't done that. I've not thought of that yet, but I have thought about making some musicals. I have a musical idea for a concept album called Roboculometron. Um, but I have big ideas for that. I'm gonna have to make the entire album video, and it's gonna be probably animated, a mixture of CGI and original hand drawn animation on paper. So it's gonna be really challenging to do that. If I do it myself, I might have to wait a bit longer until I have more money so I can employ someone to help me with that. But of course I'll do the music. It's gonna be like one of those dystopian futuristic dramas where robots take over the world and they turn humans into slaves, and basically they I'm gonna explore some ideas, some musical ideas, like the robots are gonna be all dubsteppy or some sort of other futuristic sounding thing, like a death grips or something, and then the human side of the story will be more organic instruments like piano, bass, guitar, drums, stuff like that. So it's gonna be a mix of those two worlds. Sancho will not be here now. Not part of me. Feel the breath on my face, your body close to me. Can't help but her eyes. She's out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind. This sounds like early 90s disco, honestly. Let's lounge, okay? Well, Christopher Cross's first album is pretty good. Favorites from that are Sailing, obviously. I'll Never Be the Same. Minstrel Gigolo. Of course, Arthur's Theme's great. But then he got some really good ones in later years when people stopped paying attention to him, which is kind of a shame. But honestly, his albums as a whole weren't that good after his second album, I have to say. But he got some standout tracks like Every Turn of the World off the album of the same name from 1985. That was really good. I like that one a lot. I sing it to myself a lot. The song that he wrote for that little that TV show, Growing Pains. I was swept away without a warning. Not when the morning begins the day. I was away. Why can't I remember that next line? I keep skipping into the other half of the verse of the chorus. I mean, but then after that he did a song called Rendezvous from 1992, maybe. That was an amazing song too. I just love the lyrics. All, all across the sky, the images of home, porcelain inside. Oh, rightful place. Is there any joy behind the fire? Is there any hope along the fall? Will there really be a happy ending after all? That's really actually a really love song. I'm gonna have to pull up the lyrics for that because I want to perform it now properly, like Christopher Cross Rendezvous. Lyrics. Spelled Rendezvous wrong. Never mind. I think A to Z Lyrics does a good job. Sorry about that. All across the sky, the mysteries of faith, fossils of desire, all assume their rightful place. Is there any danger in their fire? Is there any solace in their wake? Could it really make a world of difference, for goodness sake? Train rolls a cappella to a sympathetic moon, carrying the stories of every heart and wound. Will there be a lover at the station? Will there be a last conductor's call? Will there really be a happy ending after all? To the rendezvous, fortunes to be told. To the rendezvous, wonders to behold. Onto a place where we can find maybe a trace of peace of mind. To the rendezvous, a new good time. Painting the horizon, a mass beyond the blue, caught up in the tempest of another point of view. Could there be a mutiny in the making? Could there be a Lorelei song? Is it just a ghost that's been forgiven all along? To the rendezvous, fortunes to be told. To the rendezvous, wonders to behold. Onto a place where we can find. Onto a place to mind. To the rendezvous, all in good time. Why is it so difficult to say? What's happening? Sorry about that. It was a bit very impromptu. I wasn't prepared for this. I'm actually gonna buy a portable generator. Hold on. Thanks for helping me through these long ass work nights. Cheers to you. How you doing, Craig? Hope you're doing well. It's been a long while since I've seen you here. Well, it's been a long time since I've streamed, so. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a portable generator so I can plug in my equipment out in the street so I can busk, so I can perform live. I was actually waiting until I released this album behind me, and Vienna, out next week. Hint, hint. Please check out the videos I'm going to upload on this channel. The music videos, I had lots of fun with those. So I'm gonna perform songs off the new album and some of my older Japanese songs, which of course should be pretty noticeable. I'm probably gonna go to some sort of crowded train station like Shibuya or Shinjuku. I don't know. I gotta find a place. I gotta do more research on that, and if I'm even allowed to do that. Now I'll feel bad if I don't buy the album. I was actually considering of making like a bunch of CDs that I could call, that I could buy. That people could buy when I'm performing. I'm gonna have like my guitar case in front of me, and I'm gonna put a stack of my CDs for like 1,000 yen each or something that people could donate and buy. I don't know. I'll just say I'm gonna have to perform "Plastic Love" because that's gonna get a lot of attention. A white man singing a Japanese song. Do you like Daniel Johnston? I honestly never really heard of him until he died, but I recently discovered Hobo Johnson. Hobo Johnson is pretty cool, I have to say. Bro, just buy a telecast and the video will directly fly towards you. Hey, I got a Busker's Les Paul. That's all I need. What else is there? 突然のキスや愛の話にて Fuck, I can't remember 恋のプログラムを I need to practice more 流行りのディスコで踊り明かすうちに覚えた魔術なのよ Don't worry愛に傷ついたあの日からずっと昼と夜の逆でThat sounds so similar. If you just play the same chords with no changes to the arrangement, it sounds a lot similar. I got into city pop. Honestly, I would just recommend it a bunch of city pop playlists, I think. And the first one that I checked out was one that was about 34 minutes long, and the first track was Plastic Love. And everyone in the comments was talking about, oh yeah, of course, Plastic Love is on. It's like, what the hell is Plastic Love? So I just checked it out, and I really loved it, honestly. And then I saw the original upload that was like 24 million views in, and yeah, I thought it was a nice idea. I thought it was a great opportunity for me to do a cover of it. You know what? I actually have to ask you for clarification. I'm not quite sure what you mean by open chords. I'm this naive about music that I'm not quite sure what you mean by open chords. You mean like this? You mean like tuning the guitar to be like a major chord and just doing this? Is that what you mean? I actually don't know. Sorry about that. Like the beginner chords every guitarist first learns. Oh, you mean all the chords that I know? I don't do bar chords. Bar chords are my enemy. Bar chords and Telecasters. That sounds like an album. Bar chords and Telecasters. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I love the Bee Gees, honestly. I do. DDEA. There's no what open chord. Hey, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know anything about anything. I just press buttons and then it makes good music. What I think is good music, um, and then it just happens. I don't know the technical reasoning behind what I'm doing. I don't know what this is called. I don't know if this is G, F, A, D, C. What's this chord? I have no idea. It's got G here. It's kind of like I guess a D minor seventh with a G bass. I guess you could write it down in a more elegant way, but this is what it is, and I don't pay attention to what these chords are. There are lines drawn in the sand so many stars ago. There were sign of times before time arrives, longing to be heard. Is it a call to pray or play? Nature thrown in disarray, a lifeline holding us in place, longing to escape. Some look to the past, asking if we were the last. But do they follow what you say? Do they tell you where I lay? Do they tell us the color of the wind? Color of the wind. That was a little bit from the new album, Color of the Wind. October 15th, yes. And Vienna is the name of the new album. It's gonna make more sense if you listen to the next two albums that I make. Promise me. Can you play a 251 jazz improv in the key of E? If you don't mind, if you don't, my tumor will explode. Well, I'm gonna try my best. In the key of E. So that makes it F sharp minor, B, E. Okay. It's not quite jazz, but that's all I could do. E is very difficult, especially E minor. You know, all I can do is I can do C pretty well. I can do D minor pretty well. I can do G minor. I mean G major pretty well, and E minor is pretty good, of course, because Vienna wants. Wait, Vienna waits for no one. It is E major. That's what I did. What do you mean? You know your scales on guitar? I don't know any scales on guitar. I know the scales in my room. I can weigh myself on them. Sorry, I'm just sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Your body close to me. I gotta tune those two. You're out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. It's not that bad, honestly, but just annoying. Can you a bit of wait? Geno, can you sweep pick a little bit for me? What does that even mean? And this has been Music Lessons with Geno Samuel. Tapping? Have a good night, Akari. Thanks for stopping by. When's a good time to hit you up with the commission project? I was gonna hit you up with that actually. Please hit me up anytime. My vocals are sounding pretty good now, and it's gonna be laid down really fast. I know. I've been keeping a track of when that's due, and I will do that. It's also a good time, yeah. Sweeping is arpeggios on guitar with one fluid motion of the pick, right? Like that? Have any of you seen how Mark Knopfler plays guitar? That sounds pretty cool. I mean, that looks pretty cool and sounds cool too. It's like he does this thing with his fingers. Wait. What? That was weird. Why did that happen? That was really weird. Okay. I guess nobody wants to hear me play my Les Paul, my very legit Les Paul. That's the way you do it. Money and nothing, get your drinks for free. So microwave, custom kitchen delivery. We got to move the refrigerators. Got to move the color TV. Is that Russian? Telecaster Briet. Les Paul, more like a less than the Telecaster looking ass. I take a Les Paul standard over a Tele any day. You should, as well as should. But that one's pretty crap though. I'm not gonna lie. I did some modifications on it. I changed the machine heads because they look pretty worn out. They probably were originals from like the 1980s. And best use of an F bomb ever, yeah. Okay, let's change up the timbre and see what more interesting sounds can we make. I like it. Nah. A-string gent machine Telecaster. If I had some tin cans to bang on top of this would make a great death grip song. It goes, yeah! You know how to play slap bass? So Lumberjack Geno, I missed that. I could jam to that. You know how to play slap bass? I haven't slapped my bass in a very long time. Sorry to say. I'd like to learn music theory. I can sit down and teach myself how to code and study Japanese, but I can't sit down and study music theory. Are you me? Because that's exactly what I'm doing. Or are you implying that that's what I do? Random Access Memories. I love that album. Honestly, I do. The one song that he did with what's his face, the guy who wrote it. We've only just begun. I like that song a lot. I can't remember what it goes like, but I remember that I liked it. Oh, vintage Strat. This is called a vintage Strat. Does sound like a Strat, right? Notice that it's not a vintage Tele, because Strat's more important than Teles. I do like the Alan Parsons Project. Paul Williams, that's it, yeah. Damn it, I need to go back to the previous. Don't say things you're gonna regret. Don't cry, 'cause I no. Don't let those thoughts run to your head. You've taken lots of chances before, but I ain't gonna give any more. Oh, don't ask me, that's how it goes. This part of me knows what you're thinking. No, this is too good to butcher, so I need to get the lyrics for this. Eye in the sky, looking at you, I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, playing with fools, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind. Okay, let's try it again. Don't think sorry's easy said. It's very deep. Don't try turning tables instead. You've taken lots of chances before, but I ain't gonna give any more. Don't ask me, that's how it goes. 'Cause part of me knows what you're thinking. Don't say words you're gonna regret. Don't let the fire rush to your head. I've heard the accusation before, and I ain't gonna take any more. Believe me, the sun in your eyes made some of the lies worth believing. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can read you blind. And good. I know the second verse is really good, so I gotta do this again. Okay. Don't leave false illusions behind. Don't cry, 'cause I ain't changing my mind. So far deny the fool I before. 'Cause I ain't gonna live anymore believing some other lies while all of the signs are deceiving. I am the eye in the sky looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. I can read your mind. I can read your mind. Looking at you. Don't answer me. Don't break the silence. Don't let me in. Don't answer me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. If you believe in magic, I can change your mind. If you need a little someone, just to the eye. Don't answer me. Don't break the silence. Don't let me in. Hey Jen, I recently discovered your songs and they're one of my favorites now. Thanks for the great music. Greetings from Japan. Hello to Japan. How you doing? Thank you very much. What do you use to put your songs on iTunes and Spotify? I do CD Baby. And CD Baby allows you to make the songs available for download, and they distribute them on your behalf to like pretty much everywhere. You can select it. You can select it to like just a few places or anywhere. But I think I paid $49 for a single album. So you got to take that into account. That you know, depending on where you are in the world, you might not make that money back. Like back when I started working with CD Baby, they actually charged $49 per album plus the $20 that you need for barcodes. So in total would be $69. And I released like I don't know, like the 6 albums before Cabbage, and I made absolutely nothing out of that in return. And I only started making money off of my music very recently, like within the past year. I hate CD Baby. I'm from Portland. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It does well for me. Can you point out which are the lies? Like I'm not doubting you, but I've had some issues with them before, but they were resolved if I talked to them. So In the cold, cold winter, looking for romance. The snow falling gently pulls me into a trance. It's a cold, cold Oh, so it's a cold, cold comfort that makes me forget the dangers of those around, our pasts of regret. If we try to pretend that we're someone else from somewhere far away, we will be lying to each other's hearts, just denying who we really are. If you look into my soul, Lithuanian eyes, you'll find peace. If you look into my soul, Lithuanian eyes, 'cause my eyes are Lithuanian. Oh, my soul, Lithuanian eyes, I'll use my eyes if you won't be too. My soul, Lithuanian eyes, 'cause my eyes are Lithuanian, and they're soft. They want you to buy a license to perform a cover. I think that's pretty reasonable. Yeah. They want you to buy a license to perform a cover. Well, sure. The pros like ASAP and BMI collect for covers. That's what they are for. Songwriters need people to perform their songs. I don't see the problem with that if you want to sell the cover. um, you see, the funny thing about CD Baby was they allowed. They didn't have a plan for cover albums, but they did have a plan for if you want to, use CD Baby to sell a cover of a song, they could do that like a cover single. You could buy a plan where you can either choose to release a single, like a single song, or an album, or a cover song. And I select the cover song to release Plastic Love. And that's what's up on Spotify, up on CD Baby, up on iTunes. That worked really well because what that did is that they, on your behalf, contacted all the people that were responsible, like the actual songwriters and the the license holders of the song, and they would that's it was like their job. If you paid like the whatever $15 for the single release, they would do everything for you. Like after I did Plastic Love, Plastic Love was a pretty reasonable hit, I think. um you know as a single independent artist that doesn't have much attention out there, it's gotten lots of plays on Spotify and sales on iTunes, lots of views on YouTube, and I collect all those royalties. And it's pretty much my biggest hit, even though it's one single song and not an album. But after that, I don't know if it's because of me. I don't know if it's because of me, because I guess CD Baby don't deal with major labels, with major artists. Of course, it's for independent artists, so they don't expect to make much of an effort. They don't have to. Maybe they don't have to pay for the license all that much, because they know that small artists who use CD Baby don't make a big hit. But I think Plastic Love was kind of a big hit, and then I tried to do Dramatic Rain. That the next Japanese cover that I did after Plastic Love was Dramatic Rain. So I wanted to do the same treatment for that to sell it on Spotify and iTunes and all that. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that at all. Like, like they completely removed the cover single option for that. So and then if you wanted to release a cover single, you would have to go to the cover single option and then go through all the details and then select, is this a cover? Yes. and then it redirects you to the whatever licensed publishers and distributors that you have to contact. Um, so you have to do it yourself now, and then I checked it out, and what you have to do is basically you have to estimate how much money you would have to make from from that single, and you would have to pay in advance. You know how much money you would have to make. So like no, like wasn't the complete cost, but like for example, if you sold a song for like 99 cents or like $1, then you would have to pay in advance like 10% of that. Um, so that for example, I don't quite get it, but it was like you had to pay for like minimum like over $100, I think, for licensing, and then you had to keep tabs on how much singles you're selling. So you would have to manually add more singles. You have to buy more licenses to sell the single, and like no, I didn't print. I never did a CD. I've yet to do a physical medium yet. I can't do cover albums yet. I mean, just dealing with just selling covers now is quite bothersome because CD Baby used to be great with that, but now I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they stopped doing that for me, or I mean because of me, or I don't know. Like this is too much trouble. We can't handle this. We can't handle Plastic Love. uh, Keep on. Also, what episode are you up to in writing? I'm actually gonna. Thanks. I'm gonna continue writing the script for part 28 today. I'm just only 600 words into part 28, so I want to catch up because this is getting really close. You know, for those of you who don't know, I have a quick channel. It's a channel called Geno 2.1 where I do a documentary series about Christian, a certain individual, and I'm up to 23 parts now. The 23rd part was released yesterday, and my scripts are up to 28, and I really have to catch up because I don't want to be you know taking any more breaks. You should do folk covers of disco hits. I have a stand for my phone, but it's too far away now. I'm gonna do one last thing, and then I have to move on. I have to close up the stream, and then do my own thing, if you don't mind. Covers of old viral songs from the internet. I'm a genius, you know. Need to open my ear for this. How'd I get that right? Oh my god. Softly creeping, left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. I walked alone on the streets of cobblestone. shelter my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes are stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never shared. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the words of silence. You prefer the Limp Bizkit version? I mean, it's okay. I have to warm up on my voice a bit. Of course, I'm not. I'm no Damien. I'm no David Draymond. Hurt by Pearl Jam. Hurt by Pearl Jam. Where'd you learn to play the keyboard? I learned by myself. There was a piano in my. There was a piano in my. It was my dad's piano, I guess. It was in my apartment growing up, and I played that. Just noodled around. I had some classical training. I went to a musical gymnasium back in Lithuania. That's what it's called. It's like a school that kind of focuses more heavily on music. Dark Side of the Telecaster by Kim Crimson. I don't know that. I don't know Piano Man. Sorry. Heard about Johnny Cash? I don't think so. What note is that? See, the thing is, with my voice, I probably ruined my voice, but I can't play like a range between like my highest note and then the second highest note is like an octave difference. I can't do that. Okay, let's stop this. Okay, now let's stop this. Sorry for blowing out your eardrums. Get too carried away. Richard Cheese? Who's Richard Cheese? I have headphones on too. It hurt me. Sorry about that. Okay, now this is Ah! I need to stop doing this. Okay. Okay, I think I need to shut down. I can't I can't keep doing this. I got things to do. So anyway, I don't get a YouTube channel that could help you with music theory. Is it music theory? Do you have Japanese neighbors? I have Chinese neighbors at least. Maybe Japanese too. I think I missed it. Our parents listen to. He does cover songs of modern music, rap and metal, but in sort of Frank Sinatra style. That's cool. There was another group that did like old fashioned covers of modern pop songs as well. Like they did one of Justin Bieber's song. I can't remember which one was it, but they were pretty good at that. They were like a sort of Cap Calloway sort of thing. You'll at me? Don't at me, bro. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little weird stream. I've listened to the Sound of Silence for a long time this past week, so I wanted to try it out. It wasn't that bad, but I need more practice. AC Dixie. Oh yeah, I think I heard of that. I think I saw their cover of Thunderstruck, or maybe it was someone else. But yeah, as you can tell, I actually lost my voice doing that. So good thing that I don't have to record any vocals today. I'm just gonna have to do some editing and programming and usual stuff. So thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that. Special thanks, special thanks to Daniel Wozniak for the tip. Very very appreciated. Um, Hope you guys have a nice day, nice evening, good night, good week, whatever it may be. The new album, Geno Samuel and Vienna, is out next week, October 15th. And we're going to be uploading the lead single music video from that on the same day to advertise. So, hope you guys enjoy that. It's a bit more acoustic sounding, a bit more laid back and easy listening rather than my last effort, Shadow People, which I can't believe that was a year ago. I should make more albums. Excuse me. I've been really falling behind. And hope I perform live sometime soon in Tokyo. I might actually have to record that and post it here and see if maybe you enjoyed that. So anyway, thanks again. Take care of yourselves and take care of someone else. There's a link to the Discord, the Geno Samuel Discord, if you want to check that out for all things Geno Samuel. Slungafol, Augustgar Mahagut, Almokatagum, Dolgadian Lechras. Thanks again. Bye for now.